Hi everybody. Hopefully working. I don't know if it's working. Let's see if I didn't delete my own live stream. It's having technical difficulties. Hopefully it'll work. Do I have a person? Do I have a person? All right, there's people over here. Hi, Frank. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining me. Hi, Virginia. Thanks for joining. Just at the library. Maybe I can find a shady spot. You guys have to let me know when it's 3 o'clock, okay? I'm gonna go sit over here. So how's everybody doing today? This Tuesday. Yes, it is sunny, hot, strange cloud forms as the usual. Oh, I can zoom. I didn't know I could zoom on the selfie mode. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna try to sit here on a grassy patch. Ooh, maybe I can hook up some kind of system here. Yeah, it's hot though. It's like, it might be 100. It might be 100 degrees. Oh, that's nice. Isn't that nice? How's the weather in Zion? Is the car noise really loud? Tell me if the car noise is too loud. If I need to find a new location. So, yeah, Florida's muggy. So yeah, this live stream is about addressing Drew Thompson at Chalk Body Outline, Get Chalked Up. Please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, you know the deal. I don't really know how to address this, but it's like the more and more I think about it, the more it bothers me. And not to like give Drew Thompson any power, but it's a huge thing to call for somebody's murder publicly. I've never had somebody talk about me being murdered before or predict my murder, let alone publicly on like a media type, social media. But that's what he did. Hey, Adrian. Hi, Trip Harris. Yeah, so Drew from the channel Chalk Body Outline and Get Chalked Up, he has about 5,000 or so subscribers on his Chalk Body Outline and a little over 1,000 on his Get Chalked Up. If you guys know me at all, you know that Drew and I have a history. Hi, Genevieve. Yeah. So I actually have the DMs from Drew on my Patreon channel when he was trying to court me in my DMs on Instagram. But he used to live in Minnesota. He lives in Florida now. But he was like trying to date me back when I had my spiritual awakening and I moved down to San Diego. I was talking to a bunch of people, including Gary Warmerdam, who apparently was in a committed relationship the whole time. that we were in a romantic relationship, which really bothers me, but that's another video. So yeah, so Drew Thompson like tried to date me. He tried to like get me to go out there to Minnesota or whatever, and he was like on the truther kind of bandwagon thing. He shared some of my videos. I shared a bunch of his videos, but he would talk about me a lot. So I think he's a paid agent. Bokarek Precision, who's another YouTuber who has publicly come out against Drew, has done more deeper research into Drew, and he's actually spent a lot of time in a juvenile mental institution growing up. His mother and father, one's from Afghanistan, the other is from Iran or Iraq. I think it's Iraq. It's Afghanistan and Iraq. I think his mom's from Afghanistan and his dad's from Iraq, or the other way around. Anyway, that's the setup of his family. I don't think his father was in his life, but he grew up in a juvenile mental institution, was diagnosed with schizophrenia. But he likes to make videos about me today, calling me a meth head, calling me whatever name in the book. And the latest video he did, called Outlining Our Enslavement, on his channel, Chalk Body Outline, he showed lots of clips from my channel, Aphrodite's Van Life channel, saying that I'm going to get Gabby Petitoed. And there was another person that he was talking to. I don't know if it was EBT. He has like a butt buddy EBT, like, you know, these like YouTube shill agents, they like team up and they do shows together. Part of why Drew is an agent too is that he never shows his face. He always uses filters. He does shout outs to communist China all the time. He has like a Chinese communist hat, and he does like shout outs to it. So I think he's like a paid, he's been assigned to me or something. But yeah, so his last video, he was joking that I'm gonna get Gabby Petitoed. He was talking about Dimitri, saying that he's Russian, that he's my handler, that he's Jesuit, that he has a Jesuit tattoo, that he said that we're going to drive my bread truck to the port of Long Beach and like do some kind of terrorist attack or something. All of these false claims. First of all, Dimitri's not even Russian, he's Ukrainian. Okay, he's from Ukraine. He's not Russian, he's Ukrainian. And the tattoo is of the black sun. It's not Jesuit. I don't think it has 30 rays on it, but whatever. It's a cover-up. It was covering up something else. I don't have to like justify myself to this guy, but the fact that he's going on a public platform and saying I'm gonna get Gabby Petitoed, and like his friend was like, yeah, 100%, you heard it here first. Like, there's no doubt she's gonna be dead. This is gonna be all over the news. She's gonna be dead within the year. Yeah, this Russian handler. Yeah, they're gonna drive up to Long Beach with their bread truck and like, first of all, you're accusing my boyfriend of being Russian. He's not. Second of all, you're accusing us of both being terrorists. Like, so then I post the section of the video where he's just blatantly lying about me, the whole video, and my boyfriend, making lies, saying that I'm gonna die, that I'm gonna get murdered, that I'm a terrorist. So this is first, it's slander to talk it, and to publish it, it's liable. These are both criminal acts. So I post this portion of his video onto my channel and say, like, he wants me murdered within the year, and he files a copyright claim against me. Like, that's his property. Like, you don't get to own my content and speak over it and say that I'm gonna get murdered. Like, no way can you jokingly talk about me getting Gabby Petitoed. Like, how gruesome is that? Like, when did it ever become okay to say, like, to use somebody that died, like, as a verb? like, I grew up around Lacey Peterson. Like, she's very local to me. She still is local to me. Scott and Lacey Peterson from the Bay Area, Modesto. And can you imagine somebody saying, like, that woman's gonna get Lacey Petersoned? Like, can you imagine somebody, like, that is just, you can't, like, that now it's okay. Oh, she's gonna get Gabby Petito'd. Ha 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 ha. I don't even think that's a real story. I don't think those are real people. I made a video or a post that, you know, the Gabby Petito's boyfriend wasn't even real, and he was like playing himself and his like lover, who was this other girl with like this curly dark hair. I think they're all actors. But to bring that like fantasy van life murder and then to put it onto me, a real life person who's gonna start the van life and has a YouTube channel, it's like some super dark black magic. And I am calling it out. I'm not okay with it. I want this for the record. I am never going to disappear. I am never gonna commit suicide, okay? I will never just disappear from YouTube without letting you guys know, without telling you guys, without some way of you guys finding out that I took a break, that I'm okay, that I quit YouTube, that whatever happened, I will let you guys know. I will never just disappear without a trace. Nobody knows where Aphrodite went. Oh, she must have just, you know, went totally off grid. Oh, she must have just stopped paying her cell phone bill. Like, no, that's not going to happen with me, okay? So I'm not going to get Lauren Pritchard. I'm not going to get, you know, James Mundard, okay? It's not going to happen. I'm not going to get, like, verbally murdered by anybody, okay? Like, I'm not okay with it. You can't copyright my content, especially if it's a criminal act. You can't legally cover criminal acts, okay? Like, if you can't like make an art piece of murdering somebody and then say, oh, this is my copyrighted content. Well, no, because you filmed a murder. That's illegal. You can't copyright illegal stuff, okay? So if you're gonna talk about me being a terrorist, if you're gonna talk about my boyfriend being Russian and being a terrorist, if you're gonna talk about my boyfriend murdering me, that's criminal. That is illegal. You can't do that. And you can't copyright it either, motherfucker. Okay, Drew Thompson, who lives in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, I won't give out your address. I think he's a fake family. I think he says he has 2 baby boys. I think he's a big fat liar. I think his fake wife is an agent that they were assigned together to start a little like truther show that never got off the, like he can't get his channel to grow. Nobody likes him. And he's been assigned to talk about me for some reason. But I'm not gonna let it slide. I'm not gonna like, you know, get Gabby Petito'd. I'm not gonna let some like loser, schizophrenic nobody who quit his job at Costco after he was going to like get a pension. He just quit his job after 20 years. He's like full of lies. He's like the biggest liar. But for some reason, he wants to keep talking about me, like file copyright claims against me. So now he reposted the same video on his Get Chalked Up channel. So he gets to make money off of me predicting my murder, like laughing with some weirdo. I don't know if that's EBT. Like, do you guys know who that other guy was? They obviously know a lot about me. Like his little friend, he's like, she's like a doctor. She's like a saint. You know, she just sold her Ford Focus to go give free medical care. Yeah, I did do all of that. That is true. And Drew was like, yeah, I don't believe that for a second. She can't even take care of herself. Really, Drew? Drew knows for 100% fact who I am, where I've worked, who I've worked for. He's known me for years now. We've been talking since 2017. But just the audacity that he thinks that he can publicly defame me, publicly slander me, and say that I'm not even like clinician, that I don't even have the education that I have, I've worked as a clinician for like over 10 years. Like, you want to try to take that away from me? Like, I have videos at work when I was doing oncology, like treating people with chemotherapy. You want to deny that? Like, you like just back it up to 2019 in my videos. You can see me at work in my work outfit, you know, like just bullshit. And then he wants to copyright it. I don't think so. So he's going down. You want to play games? Like, I don't play that game. Like, we don't play that game. You don't get to like call me, you're the terrorist. Mommy, Afghanistan, daddy, Iraq, whatever situation that is. Like, it's like he's like a test tube baby, like one of the, they send the kids to prison and they like indoctrinate them, and like he's like kind of Muslim, kind of like, and he's like shouting out to China. Like, it's just like bad news bears all the way around. All right, guys, I'm gonna read the comments now. I kind of went off there. Jennifer's XO, I had someone want to murder me. It's the strangest thing, to be honest. Yeah. Adrian said that was just wrong of them to talk about you, though. Yeah. Virginia says there's a lot of people on the payroll for sure. And this archaic guy that everybody's like, oh, we have to talk to this archaic guy. I don't even listen to him. I just know everybody's all up on his butt. But I heard like sideways, like Spence got a call from Folsom, California. Probably from the prison. I had to deny it. Virginia says they don't even know who's the payroll they on. It's a lot of freelance. Yeah. Like, they don't even know who they're getting paid for. They just know that they get paid to talk about people. But he doesn't put out a lot of content. Like, he does like, he sells people's garbage, like garage sale stuff. Genevieve says, me glad you're talking about it. Do not hold this inside. It's important we know the good, bad, and ugly. There's a price we pay for being public. Yeah. Adrian says, can't you do a copyright too? Yeah, the thing about filing the copyright claims, though, it's like a legal process. And you have to fill out your name, your phone number, and all that. I did do it against him in response. I didn't file a copyright claim against his whole video because it was only a portion of his video. It was like a whole 2-hour video. I did report his video multiple times for different reasons, like promote terrorism, dangerous acts, harassment, bullying, criminal, like, yeah. Thank you, Genevieve. NPC Show says she has to be monetized to be able to file copyright. Oh, I didn't know that. Mary MDZ, if you are murdered, he is now the prime suspect. Yeah, I know. And I want YouTube to know that they are, if they hold up content and don't take down content of people talking about people's murder and acts of terrorism, like that, if something ever did happen to me, YouTube would be responsible for leaving that up and not doing anything about it after I've made multiple reports of. Yeah. Hi, Tony Ann. We adore you, Aphrodite. You're totally sweetheart. Thank you. They don't even live together. Who doesn't live together? Tony Ann. Hi, Tom. Yeah, it's just a weird scene, his whole thing. And he has like these 2 adult daughters. Like, I don't want to like go out and dox him or whatever, but oh, his address is posted to a bunch of Discords? Yeah, I would think so. Oh, Tom, I'm sorry you're hurting. I'm sorry, Tom. I'm sure you know this, but if you can like really focus on your pain and then turn that like feeling into a light, like picture a light, like a fuzzy ball of light right where it hurts, and then like just like focus on the light, like the pain turning into light, and then you can move the light to other parts of your body. I know that's probably like the stupidest suggestion. I hope you feel better. Yeah. Archaics is a felon. Yeah, what's up with that guy? And why is everybody all up on his butt? The gal, the Tree of Knowledge, Sonia, is all up in his butt. Gary Warmerdam. I'm going to talk about Gary Warmerdam here in a second. He is not escaping this live stream either. We're going to talk about Gary Warmerdam and his freaking fundraiser for his land. What a do-gooder. Yeah, they're all up this archaics, felon, spider. Starboy, the Infinite Wizard, says, got death warrant from the royal family, excluded Harry.
Spider? Spider?
Yeah.
Willie Waters?
Sorry, I'm on a phone call.
I thought you said something about Spider.
Oh, yeah.
I know him too, that's my brother.
Oh, yeah, no, something else, sorry. No hurries. Oh, God. You too. Oh, boy. Got friends. He heard me talking about spiders, and he's like, spider? Did you talk about a spider? See, this is the agents, people. These are the agents. I said spider, and there's this random guy on a bicycle trying to talk to me about a spider. Like, did you guys just witness that? Like, this happens to me every day. Okay, Frank says, you'll see the copyright section appear after you become monetized, and you'll still be able to file it against him because your video came first. Just avoid strike for 90 days. Okay, cool, thanks. Genevieve says, indeed, why does this content stay up when it's not safe at all? Makes no sense. Yeah, really. Hi, Sherelle. Nice to see you. Tom says, try not to give a shit about what others say about us. The universe will keep testing us till we give up giving a fuck. Yeah. I hope you feel better, Tom. They recruit people like Charles Manson. Yeah. Even Charles Manson wasn't really real. They're all like these, they do get programmed in these institutions. My ex-husband spent a lot of time in juvenile detention facilities. Like he went to like a bad boys military high school in Utah, like kind of like Paris Hilton went to, but like worse for boys. So a lot of these like delinquents, they get reprogrammed in these facilities. And then when they turn 18, they get kicked out and they stop taking all their meds because they were forced to take their meds their whole childhood. So when they get 18 and get kicked out on the street, they don't take any of their meds anymore because they're like, fuck that, I'm not gonna take the drugs that they were pushing down my throat since I was 13 years old. So then they usually end up homeless, like in the underground tunnels in Las Vegas. That's where my ex-husband ended up. And he would tell me about these underground cities in Las Vegas, like these homeless people, skyscrapers and stuff. And I was like, yeah, huh? But now, like, I totally like believe him, you know, like he was telling me the truth, but I was kind of just like, I blew it off back then. But yeah, a lot of these people are programmed. They're played by multiple people. But Drew, yeah, he has these weird like Egyptian furniture. He said he all of a sudden got together with this woman and had a baby, but like when he does show his room, there's nothing baby about it. It looks like he's a bachelor by himself with like 2 pieces of furniture that look like sarcophagi. They look like sarcophaguses. And he like has this like China hat that he shouts out to all the time. But apparently he's had another infant child. I guess his wife that just popped out of nowhere, who has like a dagger and like her hair covering, she's like a dagger. It's like they tried to team up to be some kind of like truth stream media. I don't know if you know that couple. They do like little videos. I think they were trying to do that, like be like that, like for the shill agents. And then he had these fake babies, so like you can't attack him because now he's a dad. Yeah. So I'm gonna end this now, but lastly, I want to touch on Gary Warmerdam, how he's a big fat liar, how we were in a daily talking relationship where we talked all day, texted, talked on the phone for over 6 months. It was most of 2018. It was all of 2018. Yeah. And part of 2017. Anyway, so he's doing this fundraiser. He bought some land with his long-term girlfriend who, on his little narrative, he said he's been in a committed relationship with her since 2017. Well, that's funny because you went and visited me in San Diego twice with videos on your channel of you flying your droney around Sunset Cliffs, San Diego with me standing there. And then we went to Sedona together in 2018, like in the summer. So I guess you were in a committed relationship. And it's like the whole time we were texting, like, this is on my Patreon channel also, by the way. I would be like, you know, Gary, don't string me on, like, don't play with my heart, like, you know, because he would be really wishy-washy with me. And now I realize it's because he was dating multiple women. But back then he told me he was just like living with this couple in San Francisco like 3 days out of the week, and they were teaching him Reiki. And then the other 3 days of the week he was like living out of his Prius, and he was like, you know, handling this DUI thing. But he's pretty much totally abandoned his son, who lives in Fresno, to go live with this other woman in Colorado. But he wants to pretend like he's dad of the year. You know, he's an alcoholic. He has problems with alcohol. He drinks a lot. But everybody thinks he's like the greatest guy. You know, he's so soft-spoken. His dad worked for the CIA. His dad is CIA. Gary Warmerdam's dad is CIA. Gary Warmerdam was homeschooled. He's one of 9 children. He's one of 9 children, okay? His dad is CIA, and they grew up on some homestead, and Gary didn't go to public school until 9th grade high school. So he was not socialized with other children until he was 15 years old. Okay? So he likes this thing like he's like a normal, you know, just questioning reality. No, his dad worked for the CIA. His dad is CIA. And what Gary will explain, he's like, oh, my dad only worked for CIA for a year. And like, no, once you work for the CIA, you're always working for the CIA. That's why you were homeschooled, one of 9 children. And his other brothers and sisters are part of cults. Okay, he has like a sister that lives in Switzerland, is part of some weird cults that he never talks to. Like, this goes deep. This goes really deep. And it really bothered me on his little GoFundMe, his little narrative. He's like, I've been in a committed relationship since 2017. It's like, what the flying fuck? I have pictures, like, he planned the trip to Sedona. Like, it was his idea that we went to Sedona together for 5 days. And we stayed in an Airbnb together. So, Gary Warmerdam is a big fat liar alcoholic. Everybody's up Archaic's ass. I don't know who this guy is. He's weird. All these people are into chess. They're CIA. They're CIA. They don't even know it. Like, they're all brainwashed. But you guys think that they're so cool. They're so smart. But yeah, I just want you guys to know, like, the agents are, like, real. All right, I love you guys. I gotta go.